Hello, Alan speaking.
Jack the Ripper has been unmasked.
What? Are you serious? After 137 years? I thought that case was colder than the toenails on a polar bear in a snowstorm.
Quite serious, my dear fellow. The greatest cold case in history has been cracked. Not by the police, not by an internet conspiracy theorist, but by an actual historian.
All right, so who was it? And don't tell me it was O.J. Simpson.
Couldn't be. No evidence of gloves. It seems the real culprit was Aaron Kosminski, a man long suspected, yet never convicted.
Kosminski. I remember that name. But how did they prove it after all this time when Scotland Yard never could?
A shawl.
A shawl? Jack the Ripper was wearing a shawl? Well, I'm sure he looked lovely.
Gregory, my dear fellow, this is not a joking matter. The shawl in question was bloodstained, recovered from the murder of Catherine Eddowes, one of the Ripper's victims. For over a century, it sat there, hiding its secrets.
Ah, so I guess they must have found some DNA evidence then.
Precisely. Forensic testing revealed 2 genetic matches, one to Eddowes, proving the shawl's authenticity, and the other to living descendants of Kosminski himself.
Well, that's incredible. And yet, I can already hear the skeptics sharpening their Twitter threads.
Naturally, some people love a mystery more than the truth. But the facts are too compelling to ignore. Kosminski lived near the crime scenes, had violent tendencies, and was conveniently locked away in an asylum as the murders suddenly stopped.
So that's it then. The case is solved. And the Ripper finally has a name.
As close to solved as we'll ever get, Gregory. But while the case is closed, the legend, that will live on forever.
Well, a part of me just can't believe it. No more wild theories, no more ghost hunting specials on TV.
Indeed, old boy. And therein lies the paradox. Some will celebrate the truth. Others will mourn the loss of a good mystery.
Well, how do you feel about it?
I say we celebrate, preferably with some hot tea. Yes, some hot tea, old chap.